This is blooper number 1.
1. Blooper reel number
2.
Okay, we have a little intermission there because we had to search for Spud, who is a shade dog and is actually sitting right behind us at the base of a tree.
So this is blooper number 3?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, welcome to the RCR. You guys have seen quite a bit of pictures, maybe a little bit of video, some animal clips, but we thought we would just give a quick rundown of things that has happened since we landed in St. John's, Arizona in November
Of 25.
of 25. So prior to that, we had been doing harvest. We'd worked for DigiKey. We had worked for gate guard companies
In Texas.
So we literally worked from the Canadian border to the Mexican border since 2022 after leaving Washington. So this RCR is not our original property. Last year, we started working on obtaining this piece of property that we decided to fence off. And it took us till the end of January to
Acquire
it. So we really couldn't do anything up here at all, except for just kind of look at it. I went back to work in St. John's at Ace Hardware, and really like working there, actually. But
I took another temporary job, gate guarding in Midland, Texas for a month.
yeah, so we met some awesome friends in St. John's that we spent Thanksgiving and New Year's with, and started getting involved in our church community out here. Ryan came back from Texas. I turned around and left and went to Minnesota, which was supposed to be 3 months, ended up being a month. Between my back hurting and changes that the company made, I needed just to come home. So I came back, went back to work at Ace. By then, the weather was pretty decent. So we started working out here on the RCR.
It's 3 lots that we acquired in a tax lien. That's why it took a year for it to settle. So it's 1.36, 125, 125. So it's what, 4.25?
Yeah, just a little over 4 acres.
So 4 acres, and our original property we bought, 4.64, is right next door. I mean, cross the road and it's right there. So it's all one big spot where we're at. And now we're in the process of acquiring another 4 acres behind us. We got the lawyer involved already, so by June of next year that should be ours too. And in the future we got 2 more lots to the south of us that we're going to acquire. So our grand total time is all said and done to be about 12 acres of land that we'll be having.
And that's plenty, because basically what we're doing with that is just having a buffer zone, and an area probably to plant some grasses and things that we'll be able to feed our animals with. So like, we've heard about the alfalfa that grows out here is very drought tolerant and takes off very well. So we have perfect soil for that, and we can amend soils as well.
This is a nice area up here. It's nice and flat, and it's kind of hidden from the roads. It's a good place to build a house.
And we have really nice breezes up here on the hill that come through. And like sitting here in the shade right now, it's probably getting ready to push 80 or more.
Yeah,
outside.
That's the age right now, yeah.
And it's comfortable sitting here in the shade with the breeze.
So the original, this 4.4, now let's say 4.5 acres, we started fencing off in February, the whole perimeter. And we finished up fencing here, I don't know, about a month ago.
Yeah. And we still have a little bit of stuff to do with it because we didn't want to waste or, excuse me, struggle with a bunch of barbed wire when we get the acreage behind us, because that fence will get moved. A couple of strands, and then got all of our signs up, and things are going pretty well with that.
It's good enough to keep the cows out.
Yeah. And we did name it the RCR, the Roadrunner Coyote Ranch. And so if you're so inclined, yes, I will be throwing stuff on my Amazon wish list to decorate the homestead with. But we can't do any of that until we get back from our next adventure, which starts next Saturday. So we'll be heading up to North Dakota for harvest. Brian will be doing pre-pile. We both do potatoes, and then he will work the sugar beet campaign.
And in between time, wheat, corn, soybean, whatever's available.
Whatever the farmer has for him to work, he's going to work that too. So
first thing I did for the fence, I had to cut the road.
Oh, that's right. Brian did cut the road because
there was no road.
There was no road. It was just raw desert. So he drug the road with a railroad tie.
Yeah. Makeshift drag.
A makeshift drag, a railroad tie.
It worked.
Yeah, I think it worked out very well. And now we've had a few monsoon rains, so things are compacting down, and the grasses are coming back. I know back in December and January when we had a little snow, we came out here and we were filming around all the area here, and it was a lot of little grasses came up, and they were really nice. But then the cows came through, because it is open range land here, all of Arizona.
Ate everything.
And they ate it down to the dirt. So Marco just spotted a bird that landed in front of the truck and is yelling at him. I'm waiting to see if he takes off after it. Today we played with the drone a little bit, and Marco discovered the love of chasing the drone. So now we have a new exercise tool for that boy. He's not moving. He's just watching that bird go around the truck. He has chased his lizards. Last week he stepped on the lizard on accident because the lizard got under his legs, and when he stepped on it, the lizard lost its tail. And then Spud took off after it, and Spud ended up having it in his mouth. I told him to drop it. He didn't puncture it or anything like that, so Brian moved it off to the other side of the fence in a nice big sagebrush pile where he could hide and probably come out of shock. We even found a horny toad out here when the boys weren't out here with us one day.
Found a lot of things out here.
Yeah.
Lizards, snakes.
Yeah, Brian found a snake. I'm not crazy about that, but it wasn't
Scorpion.
a rattlesnake. Yeah, we saw our first scorpion out here 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Brian was digging up a bush, and I told him, stop digging, quit throwing dirt, because I found a scorpion. He's like, where? And I pointed at it, and then we, took care of that problem. We've had bobcat, coyotes, a fox, lots of bunny rabbits. We had deer and elk.
Pronghorn.
And lots of pronghorn. I don't know if it was a lot of pronghorn, but it seemed to be the same buck with his little harem that kept coming across. But when the heat hit, we barely even see rabbits right now on the game cam.
Yeah, too damn hot.
Yeah, it's just too hot for them. So look forward to this fall when we come back, setting up the game cam again.
Yeah, so the game plan is when we get back, I got to build a storage shed so I can get out of the reno. Freaking tired of paying $200 a month for a storage shed.
Yeah.
So I'll get that built. Actually, I set up camp first. The first thing I did is set up camp, because I'm basically going to live out of a tent till everything's done. Because the RV is still in St. John's. I get our RV out here till the storage and the bathhouse is built.
Yeah.
So that storage shed, bathhouse is built, then we'll move the RV out here. Then we'll basically be out here full time.
So we're hoping to have the majority of that accomplished by December.
Yeah, it take me a
because
couple
the
months.
weather should still be pretty decent to be.
If it's like last
the,
year,
yeah.
it's freaking beautiful.
Every year it's different. It's just like harvest. Every year's different. But we're hoping that it will be good. And even on when we have a lot of bad days, there's still plenty of good days. And so far what we've noticed, even with the heavy rains, where a lot of roads washed out, the roads that we have getting in here are still pretty solid.
Yeah.
And so, and where we have a little, where the cattle had come through for so long, we built that up a little bit this year too, with some concrete and lots of dirt and sand.
Yep.
And so now we even drive the car out here, so that's not a problem.
We can go across it.
Yeah. Because a lot can happen between now and December. So that is our goal for this fall after harvest. And we have a good friend of ours that is going to probably come help get that shed up. And depending on how long he can stay, maybe we can sweet talk him into some help with the bathhouse, so that way, just if it all gets done, the faster it gets done, the sooner we get out here. Gate guarding, I've discovered the love of solitude. I am not a city dweller anymore, and I know a lot of our friends that really know us are probably pretty shocked by that, because I was the first one to go, hey, let's go to Seattle. Hey, let's go to a big city. Let's go to the mall. We went into the mall when we adopted Spud.
You did. I stayed in the car.
Yeah. He stayed out in the car with the boys.
It was Albuquerque.
In Albuquerque, and I had to go into the mall. And I didn't know I knew the store I needed to go to, but I wasn't sure what end of the mall it was on. And so I said, Brian, there's shade over here. You and the boys go park in the shade. I'm going to go in and grab my stuff and go. And little did I know, dropped me off on the opposite side of the mall. So I had to walk through that entire length of that mall to get to the store. And then I had to walk back through all those people to leave. And between people's colognes and just, I don't know, I just don't do that amount of people anymore. And that is very, very weird for me, I think. You know, I'm on Christmas card lists at the grocery store. So for me to go, nah, I don't ever want to step foot in a mall again. I will order on XYZ website before I have to go to a mall ever again.
Yeah, you made a name for yourself nice. You're well known there.
I'm not. For better or worse. Yeah. Love you, Monica. Oh, we did. We adopted Spud. So now...
People don't want to. How's a Spud?
And so a Spud is...
He's laying out in the shade. He's not moving.
He's in the shade. He ain't coming out for anybody. In fact, right before we started this video, I'm like, okay, let's make sure where the boys are. And we had to walk around looking for him, and he was sitting right behind us, but buried himself into a tree. The closer to the tree, I guess, the cooler it must be.
Marco, he's out there running around.
Yeah, Marco's out still lizard hunting. He's behind the camera. We can see him. He's just going crazy looking for lizards. But our one little thing with Spud that happened, I was at work and Brian had come down to get some pallets, and Brian got home and was going to go in and let the dogs out, and Spud bolted. He didn't even slow down.
He took a walkabout.
He went on a walkabout, and it involved the majority of the RV park people. Thank you guys for helping. We really appreciate you. We had an officer scale the high school fence 6 foot, or I don't know which one, but the shortest one is 6 foot. So with his body cam, I may add. So he came up and was talking to Brian and I as we watched Spud go all the way across the field, up the road till he disappeared. So then Brian's like, I am done looking for this dog. Then that night, till it got dark, Brian and I and a couple of our friends were walking the field behind the RV park where he was last seen.
As in, he hunkered down like he's doing now.
Yeah, and when he doesn't want to come, he ain't coming. So, anyway, I put out his dog kennel, and I put some dirty clothes in it and his blanket, just like they say to do on all the rescue websites. So I did that, and about 2 o'clock in the morning, Marco came in and he started jumping on me like, wake up, wake up. So I got up and I opened the door, and there was Spud. He was in the kennel. So what did you tell everybody at the RV park?
The bar closed. He had to come home.
Yeah. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Let him in the house, and he had a hole in one of his pads on his paw.
So much running.
And yeah, from running, and it was hot. It was like...
Oh, it was the 90s that day.
Yeah, it was close to 100, so that pavement was hot, the fields were hot. Anyway, so he came home. He hasn't tried to do it again, but we are on alert when the door goes open.
As long as you're home, you're fine.
Yeah, he's mama's boy. Although he's coming to you more and more, and he wants to be petted by you, so he's getting there. We don't know what his past life was. So anyway, looking forward to taking him to North Dakota so he can see green grass.
Yeah, I doubt I've ever seen green grass
Yeah,
before.
coming from Albuquerque, I bet he has never laid paw on real
Green
grass. And Marco, I'm sure, will show him the ropes, how to go hunting for gophers. Although Spud works smart, not hard. Marco is just psycho. And last week, he's next to me here, he spotted a chipmunk or something, went up the tree, and he ran up the tree till he couldn't go anymore and misstepped and fell out of the tree. So now everything's fenced off, the cows aren't coming in, the grasses are growing. Hopefully we continue to get some really good monsoon rains till September when it starts to slow down. I'm just going to keep tabs on the radar through August, and we have friends that are going to come out and check on our property regularly, make sure nobody's done anything dumb with the gate or the fencing. And that's, I guess, about it. Anything you want to add?
No, I think you covered all the bases.
Okay, well, we will keep in touch with how things go getting to harvest. Have a good one.
Adios.